Hello everyone. So today I wanna presentation about logical fluency, the psycholinguistic. Before I start a presentation, I want to introduce myself first. I'm Kadek Dwi Darmayani. I'm from 6th class. So the material today about logical fluency for linguistic. Alright, and the next slide about table of contents. There are 3 points here. The first one, I talking about what is logical fluency, and the second about type of logical fluency, and the third about example logical fluency. Okay, before I start the presentation, I have quotes by Leonard Nimoy. Logic is the beginning of the rhythm, not the end. Alright, the first material talking about what is logical fluency. A logical fluency is an argument that way sound convincing or true but is actually flawed. Logical fluency are leaps or the logical that leads obvious to a certain conclusion. People may commit a logical fluency intentionally due to poor reasoning or intentionally in order to manipulate others. Okay, this is about example, logical fluency. A student group suggests that useful course like English 101 should be dropped from the curriculum without explaining why English 101 is useful in their view. The members of the group they immediately move on, arguing that spending money on useful course is something that somebody wants. Because logical fluency can be deceptive, it is important to be able to spot them in your own argumentation and that of others. Alright, and the next let's talking about type of logical fluency. There are several ways to label and classify categories, such as according to the physiological reason that lead people to use them or according to similarity in their form. Broadly speaking, there are two main types of logical fluency, depending on what kind of reasoning error the argument contains. Alright, the type of logical fluency, there are two. The first one is informal logical fluency, and the second about formal logical fluency. Okay, the first one I talk about informal logical fluency. An informal logical fluency occurs when there is an error in the connect of an argument. Informal fluency can be further subdivided into groups according to similarity such as or ambiguity. For example, a convocation. When we use the same word of praise but change its meaning without making this applicative, we commit the occupational fluency. Considering the following example. Some philosophers agree that all cats are selfish. Even you try to savor others, you are still actually selfish because as it just to savor your desire to savor others. But not devote to the word selfish. Change meaning through the argument. When we say a person is selfish, we usually means that they do not strive to serve others. To say that a person is selfish because they are doing something they want, even when why they want to help others, it to use the term selfish with a semantically different meaning. Okay, the second about formal logical fluency. A formal logical fluency occurs when there is an error in the logical structure and a structure of argument. Formal logical fluency example. The mixed main fluency. Phrase 1. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And about number 2. The criticisms of New York now that Spider-Man saved their city. Alright, the conclusion. The criticism of New York now that Peter Parker saved their city. This argument isn't valid because even though Spider-Man is a fact Peter Parker, the criticism of the New York done dictionary now Spider-Man true identity and they are not nationally know that Peter Parker saved their city. As such, even though both departments of the agreement are true, there is a flaw in the agreement logical structure, whether readings it violate. Alright, that's all about presentation. I say thank you and see you next time.